Hey guys, HobbyTown HobbyPlex. This is Alex Sturgeon, and we're here for an unboxing. We haven't done an unboxing in a little while, and I was really excited to get a phone call from the guys at Redcat that the new Kaiju, I think is how you call it, was available for us to get in the store here. We haven't carried a whole lot of Redcat stuff other than crawling, so this is really one of the first trucks from their lineup that we've had in the store that's not a crawler. So there's been a lot of hype about it online from what I've seen, and we got one in, and I wanted to do an unboxing for it because it's cool and it's fun. So let's just get into it. Enough talking. As you can see, I pre-cut the packaging just to make it a little bit easier. So, instruction manual, nice. You get some stickers. Look at that, there's a wheel wrench. And of course the handy Allen wrenches that nobody ever uses, nor should they. So just take that package and go like that. Let's see what we got here. This is a true unboxing. We didn't pre-open this or nothing. Sometimes we open them and peek at them so we know what we're talking about. But as you can see, this one, whoop, there we go. This one we did not. Okay, take a look at the radio. So this is your pretty standard, ready to run Redcat controller. It's not as fancy as, say, the Gen 8 Axe Fly Sky radio, but still has your steering, throttle reverse, and your endpoint adjustments, your dual rate. So it's not too bad, but it is pretty classic, ready to run radio. There we go. Good Lord. All right, look at that thing. It's kind of the size of, say, an Outcast 4S, kind of what it reminds me of. I'd say it's kind of close to kind of a Max size. I think Max might be a tad bit bigger, maybe just a hair, but it's still along the same lines. I like the color. Color's really nice. It's cool. It's an actual truck body, so that's really nice. Oh, look at that. That's pretty neat. So it's got a dust cover stock. That's really cool. That is not, I was not expecting that at all. So that is really neat. Hobby wing, I believe it's a 2100 kV motor. You got your 6S speed controller. This is capable of 6S power. It's 20, what is that, gram? How do they do that? Kilogram or whatever. So pretty beefy metal geared speed controller. You can see your radio box here is covered, so it's in a nice spot too. So it's in the waterproof category. Yeah, it's got a nice little cover right here, so it should keep it fairly clean if you're out in the snow or the mud or whatever. Looks like the batteries strap in with the Velcro straps here. The shocks are metal. The caps are plastic, but the shocks are metal. But usually these big bore style shocks, you don't see very many problems with the caps busting off or anything like that. It's got the front arms with the front, I guess you could call them shock protectors, to kind of keep the bottom of the shocks from getting knocked around and losing your bottom spring cup. You can kind of see, let's see if there's a better shot of it. Turn it upside down so you can see front and rear. It is metal holding the arms in. And it looks like it has almost a kind of a Revo style skid plate design. Looks like you can take those off individually, so that's pretty cool. The knuckles and stuff look pretty beefy. And it does have a built-in Servo Saver. So you can see the servo arm here, which I got to tell you, looking right now, it is a plastic servo arm. So I would highly recommend the first thing you do is, one of the first things you do is get rid of that and put on a metal arm, because those plastic ones, no matter what, always strip. I'm sure it'll be fine for a little while, but I guarantee that'll be one of the first things that people come in to get an upgrade. But it does have a built-in Servo Saver, so that's good. And it looks like it can be adjusted. So that's pretty good. That's the way it should be done. You can see the wheelie bar back here is adjustable, so you can make it a little bit lower and you can make it a little bit higher. Right now it's in the second to highest, so you should be able to throw some mad wheelies. Looks like the body mounts are adjustable, and one thing I really like about these body mounts, just right now from looking at them, is there's nothing else on top of them, so you should be able to use quite a few different bodies if you wanted to change from the stock body to something else. And that's really nice, because there's a lot of really cool bodies that kind of fit this size. J-Concepts makes a lot of monster truck bodies, Proline does, so that's pretty neat. And then it does have front and rear lights, which if I was thinking about it, I would have plugged in a battery or had a battery ready to go, but it does have front lights and it has rear tail lights ready to go. Something you don't have to buy separate, so that's really good. The bumper's nice and stiff. Huh, look at that. It's got little tow hooks on it. That's pretty neat. So on the arms, it does look like they have sway bar mounts ready to go. So it'll be interesting if there's I guess I didn't look and see if there were sway bars available for this thing, but if there are, it's pretty much got that ready to go. And I mean, just looking at the chassis layout, it definitely reminds me of, say, a lot of the modular stuff. It looks like you should be able to isolate the whole rear end or the whole front end if you need to fix and replace stuff, and that's really good. So it looks like they're going after trying to make it at least easy to work on, and that's what we want to see. We want to see these companies come out with stuff that if you break it, you can easily fix it without having to tear apart the whole thing, right? So yeah, not too bad. I like it. I can see why there's some hype around it. Oh, check this out. 17mm wheel hubs. So we're not going to strip out any wheels anytime soon, and that's really good too. So it doesn't use the 5mm axles. It actually has 17mm hubs on it. So that's really good. That gives you a lot of different tires to use, like from Proline and stuff. Even though the stock ones look good, and they're not too stiff and they're not too soft. So overall, not bad. Like I said, this is the first non-crawling Redcat we've ever carried here at the Plex. Something new for us. So it'll be interesting to see what the feedback is like when we start selling them. We got this in about 3 hours ago. So if you're around town and you want to be the first to have one, come in and see us. They're $3.99. Yeah, $3.99. And they don't come with battery and charger. You gotta buy that separate. But it looks really good. They did a really good job. It looks like a ground up design, and that's something we always look for too when we're bringing in cars. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad we were able to get this done for you tonight, and we look forward to maybe doing some more unboxing soon as more and more stuff comes out this year. So stay with us. Make sure you subscribe, like, tell your friends about us, and hopefully we'll look for a good What's New Wednesday tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.